What's up, Capricorn, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, I'm sorry I was a little delayed on your mid-month. I like to have them out by the 15th, but I just came back from New Orleans and oh my god, it was an amazing experience. I just needed that. I wanted to see it for myself, and it's an incredible place to be. So yeah, shout out to New Orleans. So guys, let's jump right into everything. Let's take a look at this mid-month. Now this is going to be from about November 15th to December 15th, so keep those dates in mind. And anything you guys need, if you want to follow my Instagram, purchase a reading, anything like that, it'll be in the description below, so you can look all through that. I dropped some merch also for high vibrations. Super excited about that. So if you guys want to check out the gear, support the channel by purchasing a sweatshirt or a t-shirt, it is there. So let's jump into things, guys. Now, do keep in mind, this is a general reading. Whatever comes out, comes out. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Capricorn signs. Okay. And the energy here could be transferable, guys. So it could be directly your energy that I'm picking up on, or it could be, something happening with a person or something, in an environment around you. So keep that in mind. All right. So what is going on for my Capricorns? November mid-month. I like to shuffle like this now because everyone is always complaining about reversals in my readings, even though I think that they're crucial. So y'all see me, right? You see these cards being flipped. All right, so let's shuffle. Now the deck I'm using, guys, this is the Wild Unknown Tarot, if anyone is interested in it. What is going on for my Capricorns? Past, present, and future look. All right, y'all. So we have your past. Let's make a little bit of room here. Present and future. All right, guys. So let's start off with your energy. So the energy that you guys have here is a Five of Pentacles. This can mean a few things. It can mean someone who's kind of feeling rejected, left out in the cold, feeling like they lack something. It could be someone who could be, in some sort of financial struggle, or just something where it's like you had to separate yourself from something that was burdening, okay? Now, with the Nine of Wands in the reverse behind, the Five of Pentacles, whatever burden you may be feeling or whatever is causing burden, I see that being something that you guys are able to let go of and really drop. So that is a great thing, because with the Ten of Swords in the reverse behind that, it's showing that the worst that you could have gone through has already happened. All right, so it's kind of just uphill from here. You finally catching your breath again. So let's see what's up. All right, so the first card you guys have for your past is the Seven of Cups. This is when there is a need to look deeper in a situation. You're not seeing everything for what it is. Maybe there's a lot of different paths that you could take. You're not sure which one. Maybe there's a person or a situation in your life where you don't have all the facts, or there's some sort of gray area and you're trying to figure out what it is that you're really dealing with. But this is usually a card of illusion, okay? So why is this here? We have the Chariot in the reverse. And we had the Two of Swords in the reverse. So there is a decision that was made, okay, where somebody is realizing something is just out of their control. It's kind of like spiraling out of control. And there's a need to really just be strong here. With the Emperor, you're going to do what's wise, okay? Even if it's something that you don't necessarily want to do, you're going to do what makes most sense. So there's something here that was an illusion. You weren't sure exactly, the truth of what a situation was. There's something that it's like you or somebody around you didn't get to the bottom of, and someone's just deciding, look, this is just too much. I can't control this, so I just don't see it being successful. All right, Six of Wands in the reverse is your next card. Why is this card here? Three of Swords in the reverse, and you have the Queen of Wands. For some of you, maybe this was a fire sign you're dealing with, specifically Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But I see something here where there could have been a lot of passion in a situation, whether this is, work or a person in your life. But there could have been a lot of manipulation here, someone just deciding they no longer want to manifest something. So either someone is just like over a situation and, they just don't want to deal with it anymore, or there could be someone that's kind of like suppressing the pain that they may feel in a situation and just coming out like, they're good, like this doesn't affect them. But with the World card in the reverse, whatever this was that wasn't successful, whether it was you or somebody else, I don't feel like, at least in the past year, I don't feel like you were fully over it. With that World card in the verse, there was some sort of like unfinished business. There was something that needed to be closed out that hadn't been closed out yet at that point. All right, so there's really, with the Four of Pentacles as your next card for the past, this talks about, having to be reserved towards something, or maybe someone who has to be tight with their finances, maybe because they're saving, or someone who just, they're tight on money. So why is this Four of Pentacles here? Nine of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Honestly, guys, something just didn't go according to plan. I feel like something was kind of just thrown off, or just didn't go a way that you expected it to, or maybe, the way someone around you expected it to. So there was a need to protect yourself from whatever this was and to really just be self-sufficient, okay? For some of you, maybe something happened financially speaking where you just had no control over it. And you could have had to spend a lot of money, or maybe there's a need to be reserved about money. But regardless of what it was, either you got to a place where you're able to handle everything on your own, or you didn't spend money, or you didn't exert energy into something because you needed to be good. You needed to be on your own 2 feet. The Nine of Pentacles talks about self-sufficiency, being able to handle everything on your own. Sometimes it could talk about, being single. But it's in a place for, the most part, you're doing very well. So when this comes out in a reading, this is a person that doesn't really need to they don't really need to ask people for help for things. They're able to handle it. Okay, there's just something reckless here where you guys just had to remove yourself from something. But again, good things came out of it. So again, if there's some sort of struggle, I see you guys, easily coming out of it by the end of this. So in the present moment, the first card that we have here is the Justice card. So sometimes this can deal with a karmic situation. Sometimes this is something that has to do with law, okay, with court specifically. So why is this Justice card here? You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. My question to some of you, and this doesn't have to be coming from you, it could be someone that you're dealing with. Is there something in your life that you're fighting for, or that you're waiting on, or it doesn't even come naturally to you anymore? It's something that, it's like you're bending over backwards and you're trying to jump through hoops, and it just kind of makes no sense. I see someone waiting on something that's karmic. And what I say, or what I mean by karmic, if for those of you that don't understand that saying, karmic is something I believe that we are meant to come across in life. It's meant to show us some sort of lesson, karma, okay? But it's not necessarily something that stays in our life. It's kind of meant to teach a lesson and keep it moving, okay? So I see someone here waiting on a situation that's karmic, that it just shouldn't be there anymore. That it, maybe they're waiting for it out of selfishness, or maybe there's abuse that can come from this in some way, shape, or form. But I see someone who would be very emotionally fulfilled by something that wouldn't work out. I see someone wanting something that's unstable for them. Okay. There's some sort of, with the Four of Wands in the verse, some sort of unstable transition that you're having. Okay. Something that's not built on a solid foundation. And this is the center of your reading, guys, so this is where everything is going to tap into. So it's like right now there's a foundation of like sand you have, and you're building on top of it. Why is this here? We have the Tower card in the reverse. Two of Pentacles. Someone is debating what they want to do in a situation. They're having a hard time letting something go. Okay. But a catastrophe needs to be avoided here. And the path that you guys are going to take with this is probably going to be one that may feel slightly uncomfortable. Okay? But that's what puts you in a better position, because there's just something that's too burdening where you have to just let that go. All right, 7 of Wands in the reverse. This is taking that weight off your shoulder. This is someone that, you know, really just tried to stick up for something, but at this point, there's nothing to stick up to. We have the 9 of Swords. And we have the 4 of Swords. You guys are really in your head about this, but it's, you know, something that I just don't see working out. The 9 of Swords, this is when someone's just way too in their heads. They're creating all these scenarios that probably don't even exist. Okay? And yeah, someone's just not mentally ready to move past something. But this is something that debilitates you, yet somebody still wants it. Maybe it's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio around you. I only see this bringing unhappiness here. This is definitely a be careful what you wish for sort of thing, guys. Okay, because this is something that I really see that can throw you off. Now, just moving forward for the future, I'm going to show you guys the 3 cards that came out. We're going to clarify each one, but guys, something that you need to move away from, that it makes you stray from what it is that you're supposed to, you know, be doing right now in life. Why is this Devil card in the reverse? We have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. It's like you guys remove yourself from something that is toxic for you, and there's so much building that you can do with this, but you're unhappy to let something go. Okay? With the 8 of Swords and that 4 of Swords, again, that's someone unable to move past something. With this 8 of Swords, before I clarify this 2 of Wands in the reverse, this is someone that's literally, they just feel so stuck on something. And they're not. They can move past it. There's literally nothing holding them back. There's no gun being held to your head. This is all mental. Okay? What is this 2 of Wands in the reverse about? Page of Pentacles, yes. And we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is something that's unconventional, guys. It's something that's a really bad idea here. And whether it's you or someone else, because someone just really has a very hard time letting go, but it's reckless. Yeah, it's really reckless, and it's definitely something you end up falling out of. And I don't want you guys to think that this is just like a person. This could be a bad habit. This could be a job. This could be, some sort of environment that you just need to move away from. We have the Emperor and the Sun card. You guys are going to exhaust yourself if you keep on with this, okay? This is something where I can see you guys being better at the end, because it's like, holy fuck. I put so much time and investment into this. I should have had this, that, and the third, and I don't have that yet. And I can see someone just, again, being very petty about this, being very stubborn. But this is something that deep down you know it's not working. So I don't want you guys to be at a place where you're, mad at the world, because it's something that I feel you guys can see, deep down inside. With the Emperor and the Sun card here, guys, you're going to get to the point where you can no longer go just based off of emotions or what you want to do right now. You have to do things strategically. You have to use all the wisdom that you have and make the choice that is correct. Once you do that, blessings pour in. But you have to be realistic about what needs to be let go of. Okay? Something that you guys definitely fall out of. Something that's bad judgment. Yeah, I see someone really just struggling to release something. Okay, let's get some cards of advice. Let's see, what sort of guidance I could give you guys. What cards of advice? 5 of Pentacles in the reverse flew out. So it is showing, guys, that anything that you feel you're lacking in, you get out of that. That feeling does subside. Whether it was financially, whether it was in love. That could be someone who felt lonely, who, doesn't feel lonely anymore. All right, guys. So we have the Page of Swords, Queen of Cups in the reverse, and we have the 7 of Wands. the need to be very honest. This is my favorite communicator because this person just doesn't bullshit. They're going to tell you how it is. There's going to be a truth, guys, that really just needs to be spoken. And honestly, you or somebody around you might be very upset by this news, but you got to stand your ground with this. You really, really do. There's something that you need to realize that, look, the best call here is to be reserved towards this. It could be someone who's cheating in a relationship. It could be maybe you not being a person that keeps their word, okay? This is someone who can be extremely ambitious, but they don't necessarily put all that energy forward. You know, the type of guy where it's like, or a girl, it's like, you know, they could have been a millionaire a long time ago, but they just don't have the work ethic for it. They have the mind for it, not the work ethic. They have the ability to speak, but they're just not speaking, you know? But guys, with this Judgment card here, what I will say is that whatever this is, there's a finality to it. Is that even a word? I don't know. But there's something that will be final with this, because when you have that Judgment card, there's no back and forth. This is not something that you say, I don't want it, and then you kind of just bring it back into your life a month or two later. No. When you have that Judgment card, think of Judgment Day, the way the Bible talks about it, okay? And I'm sorry to bring up the Bible, guys. I try not to even talk about religion. But think of how they say, you know, God's going to come back down, and he's going to choose who goes to heaven, who goes to hell. Like, that's a really serious decision. You know, either you're fucked or you're not. And in this case, you're making that final call. That's why Judgment there. So it's like Judgment Day with a situation in your life where you're saying, nah, it's just, this is a bad call, and it's not something you go back to. So this is final. That's why maybe it's tough for some people because of that finality, okay? But it's final. I really hope that's a word. I think it is. But if you say anything with confidence, people will believe you. All right. You have the Four of Swords in the reverse. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Guys, when you move past this, whatever this is, you really put yourself in a very solid situation where you're feeling at ease. You're yourself. Okay, this is something that's making you stray from who you are at the core. But this is blocking blessings for you guys. Okay, there's a whole new chapter coming into your life, but something needs to be cut out. Okay, and it's something that there's someone that's just not genuinely invested in this anymore. Or maybe it was something where you were specifically losing finances. Okay, you guys have great success coming in. Could be a new job. Could be a new lover. Okay, but this is really, really good. So guys, whatever this is, you have something else that's already lined up for you. Okay, don't be afraid to release whatever this is. Only because I stand by this 125%. What is meant for you cannot be compromised. I say that over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, and when you get to that point in life, there's just such a calmness that comes. I don't trip over shit. You know, I used to be the type of person, especially when it came to like love and stuff like that. And I know I'm a Taurus, so I could be territorial. But when it would come to love and stuff like that in the past, it's just like, no, I want this person and I want it to be mine, you know? And I used to really, really take it personally when things wouldn't go my way or a person wouldn't reciprocate what I felt for them. And now it's just kind of at the point where if someone doesn't want me, I'm like, fuck that. You know, I know I'm a person who can get something very good in life. So it's just like, I don't fight people. If you want to leave, I'm going to hold the door for you. And I just don't trip because what's meant for me is going to be there. And when someone says no, or when I hear some sort of rejection, I'm just like, oh shit, that's the universe protecting me because I know something solid and good is going to come in because I know I deserve that and I know I'm worth that. So it's just a very liberating feeling when you get to that point. So if something's trying to leave your life or it's just not working out, look at it as a positive way or in a positive way. Every minute that you guys spend putting your energy into the wrong thing is a minute that you take away from the right thing. Okay, so if you're at a terrible job, if you're in a terrible relationship, you're taking time away from your soulmate. You're taking time away from your life purpose. Why the fuck would you want to do that? It makes no sense. So you got to think long term, okay? So this is solid, guys. I mean, you know what you need to do. Something's already lined up. I see you guys being very happy. Let the success come in. Whether this is a new career for you, a new love, it's solid. You're very successful with it. Okay. For a lot of you, I see a lot of financial abundance too. If you're struggling in any way, you come out of that. And I think that that's magnificent, with November and December being here. Okay. December's right around the corner. We know we're going to drop mad money on the holidays. And it, that's the part that's not fun, but I see you guys being able to handle that. So good things coming in. All right. Now, guys, the next reading I'm going to have for you will be your December readings. So definitely like and subscribe so you guys can get the notification for that. Lastly, Capricorn, since we are getting into the holiday season, I actually put up a wish list on Amazon. I am trying to redo my office. I have like some really bomb lighting around that people just donated, and that's incredible, and I thank you guys so much for that. But I'm trying to get my office really just upgraded and professional so that I can put more content out for you guys, and I can really just bring this to the next level. I think I'm definitely ready for that, but it's very expensive, okay? And yeah, I'm just asking for your help, for your support. So if you guys want to check out that wish list, it'll be in the link, it'll be in the description below, the link for it. Now, if you guys just want to make a donation, I will put my email that is associated with my Amazon account, so you guys can put a gift card if some of the things are a little pricey. Anything helps, guys. And if you do end up doing that, please email me afterwards. I'm going to send you a free reading just to show you my gratitude. But thank you guys, because you're helping my dream come alive, and this is just incredible to see the support that's coming in. So anything you guys need, if you want to contact me in any way, all of my information is in the description below. Merch is there, social media is there. Y'all will find me. All right. I love you guys. Take care, Capricorn.